myself hydrated. You too, Albert. Bucket hats are back. 90s are back. 90s fashion. May not look like it, but I am melting. There's a drink here at Tokyo DisneySea, and it's also at Tokyo Disneyland, that I have every single time I'm here at the park. So I thought today I would share with you all the locations that you can find this wonderful drink. And if you've seen the channel before, watched me before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get out of this blistering summer heat and have this drink. I did a mobile order for Zambini brothers, so we're gonna go and pick it up there. And I know that those of you that have watched know exactly what drink I'm talking about, but I'm purposefully not saying anything until we get there, so you know what it is. But a little bit of backstory about the drink. It is exclusive to Tokyo Disney Resort, so you can only find it at Tokyo DisneySea and Tokyo Disneyland. It's not available outside the parks. They did for a short time, for like Christmas time back in like 2014 to 2016 during like the winter season, but they haven't done it since. And you can find variations of the drink, but it's not the exact same one. So whenever I'm here at Tokyo DisneySea, I have to get it. And I know I've put a lot of people onto the drink and kind of ruined other soft drinks for them, but it's just that good, in my personal opinion. The crowds have been lighter than previous years, I think just because of the heat. A lot of people just aren't staying all day or something. I'm not too sure, but everything just seems a little bit lighter than it typically is during the summer season, which is interesting. I wonder if that trend will continue into next year. I'm going to Zambini Brothers Ristorante, pick up my mobile order. I did it for 9:30, so we are within the window. Okay, let's go pick up my order. I am here, confirm. Currently being prepared. Okay, well, it's probably going to be right at this counter, right over here, very quickly. This is a place that you can get water as well. You don't ask for water at the counters. A lot of the restaurants have like little water stations with cups and a place to obviously fill up the cup. And you can also fill up your water bottles. That's what I do. Got my trusty Albert from Hong Kong Disneyland with me. It's keeping me company. Of course, the drink I'm talking about is apple tea soda. It is a phenomenal drink, and I must have it every single time. It has the perfect blend of apple and tea and soda. The name is very descriptive. It's very SEO friendly. Seriously, I find it so refreshing. It's not super sweet. Like, there is sugar in it, but I don't find it that sweet. I don't particularly like drinking sugary drinks, but I kind of make the exception for this one. It's so good. Like, come on. So yeah, today I thought I would just go around showing all the places to get it here at DisneySea. I'm not going over to Disneyland today just because, well, we don't have annual passes, which kind of annoys me still. So it's hard to bounce between the parks. I don't really want to pay for 2 full-day tickets to go between the two. It just seems silly to have to be able to do that. But I will tell you the locations where to find apple tea soda at Disneyland at the end of the video. But we're just going to relax today and just have apple tea soda. That's all we're going to do. So for a little bit of context, it's end of July, and I walked into the park at 9:03 a.m. Like, I walked right in. The crowds seem light for summer, and I've been noticing that for the last few weeks. I don't know the exact reason, but it has been incredibly hot. So I'm not sure what's keeping the crowds at bay. Like, it's still, like, it's not like quiet by any stretch. There's still a lot of people here, but it's not intensely busy like it usually is for the summer. Maybe August will be more busy because we have Obon week. Obon is a family holiday in August, so I imagine it's going to be busy then, but it's also incredibly hot too. Anyway, I was able to get a standby pass for Peter Pan, and there's still Disney Premier Access left for Peter Pan and Rapunzel. The only thing was there was nothing available for Frozen. It was already gone, so I wasn't here early enough. I'm going to finish this up, and then we're going to head to the next spot. Keep myself hydrated. You too, Albert. Okay, you can have some. Heading to the back of the park to one of my favorite spots, the SS Columbia. There's another restaurant here that has my beloved apple tea soda. I'm gonna be saying apple tea soda a lot during this video. Apple tea soda. I have my trusty UV umbrella to protect me from the sun. I used to think they were silly. Not anymore. They're wonderful. Keeps me out of the sun. But you might be thinking, oh, it's at the Teddy Roosevelt Lounge, which is wonderful, and you should do it. They have great cocktails and small nibbles, but no, they don't have my beloved apple tea soda, so they lose a point for that. It's actually the SS Columbia dining room that has apple tea soda on their menu, which is very interesting. I think this is one of the only table service restaurants that serves it. We're not going to be going in there today, but this is one of the places that does have it. Their course menus are always very good. Where smiles grow. Oh, I think that's the new Duffy line merchandise stuff. Oh, that's cute. We'll pop into the store real quickly. I'm not going to do a full merch tour of it. Just pop in quick and check it out. Because we're heading to the next apple tea soda location. I'm kind of strategically making my way to the back so I can go to Fantasy Springs when my time is up. I did do the Duffy show here. It's really hard to get a reservation because it opens up 30 days in advance. And the show is actually quite cute. And it comes with one meal. The meal was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It was a burger and fries and a drink. But that's on the right side, so like the theater's right there, right? And then you can just eat in the regular restaurant, which is on the left side. There's no reservation, it's a counter service restaurant. But for the Duffy show, you have to have a reservation in advance for that. It may not look like it, but I am melting, glistening. My arms are glistening. Oh yeah, they have tons of merchandise, as usual. It's all cute. Cute, adorable. Kind of like that, that's fun. Oh, and a headband? Is this for... Oh, just a hairband. I thought maybe it was for the bath. I guess you could use it for that. It's very soft. Oh, so even a t-shirt. Cute. Bucketheads are back. 90s are back. 90s fashion. Oh, and there's an Echo bag. Ooh, we do love an Echo bag. I have too many, though. Okay, I had to buy something. Do you know this character? His name is Tippy Blue, and he's a rare Duffy character. He's only here at Tokyo DisneySea, and he's the postman here in Cape Cod. And this has been out of stock forever. Like, he just disappeared, and we thought he was never coming back. He was in the former My Friend Duffy show, and he's not in the new one anymore. But they do have the little plush back. So this is rare. His name is Tippy Blue, right on there. He's a little timid, that's his story. He's a little timid. He has a short little wingspan, but he is dedicated to his job of making sure everyone gets their mail here in Cape Cod. He is adorable. So if you want a rare Duffy character, this is the one to get. He's so cute. Oh, this heat is getting bad. Okay, well, I'm whipping this out. It's a cooling towel that goes around your neck. It lasts about an hour, and it honestly really helps. Has menthol in it. You can find them anywhere, at like drugstores and stuff here in Japan. I like to put it around my neck here, and then I put this cooling ring around my neck just to kind of hold it in place. And it feels really nice. The cooling ring you can buy anywhere in Japan too. I talked about how to stay safe in the sun in a previous video. I'll put it on the screen there so you can go watch that, because I kind of go through all the stuff I use to keep cool. I'm not going to go through all that today. Okay, more apple tea soda. Another restaurant that has my beloved apple tea soda is here at Horizon Bay Restaurant, which is a buffeteria type restaurant. So you go up to the counter and you tell them what you want, and you kind of move down the line. It's basically a cafeteria. We're not going to be eating here either, but they have apple tea soda here. And it requires a reservation in advance. Oh, that towel around my neck feels so nice. Whew. So we're going to be heading on over to, where are we going? Los River Delta. Yes. And we're actually going to get apple tea soda. These other places needed reservations, so I wasn't going to get apple tea soda there because I do not have a reservation. I don't have time for that today. At the edge of Los River Delta, We're kind of walking over into Mermaid Lagoon. You can see Arabian Coast in the distance. There is Tropicals. And Tropicals has apple tea soda. And they're cold, apparently. Delicious apple tea soda. I love the hint of tea in it. I love the carbonation and the sweetness of the apple. It's just the perfect drink. I don't know why. I just love this drink. So far I showed you 4 places to get it. There's still more in the park, don't you worry. I'm gonna finish this up and then show you the next restaurant where you can get this. The next place to get apple tea soda is here at the Yucatan Base Camp Grill. They have a really good like special set, the bone-in sausage. There's actually a bone-in sausage, that's the English translation, just a sausage on a bone. They have potato chips now that are flavored to that. You can buy them in the park, in the shops. It's very strange. I had them, they're actually pretty good. It's basically kind of an Indiana Jones-esque restaurant. But this is a great place to get your apple tea soda. For those explorers that are on the vacation package, you're gonna get that special drink ticket, right? You can use those drink tickets and get apple tea soda. You just have to ask the restaurant if they take it, because not every single place will take it, but a vast majority that I'm showing you will take the drink ticket. And you can drink as much apple tea soda as you want during the course of your vacation package. I actually did that in my vacation package video, so if you haven't watched that, make sure you can go and check that out after this one. So next we're gonna actually head into Fantasy Springs because there are restaurants there that have apple tea soda. Now, it is a Monday, end of July 29th, and it is summer break. So it seems like the standby passes and the Premier Access are lasting a little bit longer. They used to go really quickly, but now it looks like they're lasting well into like 9:30, 10 a.m. Of course, it depends on the crowds. If you want to increase your chances of getting into Fantasy Springs, of course, the earlier the better. But really, like earliest right now, I would say like maybe 7 a.m. If you want to have like, the best chance to make sure you get something. But I waltzed right in at 9 a.m. and I was able to get one. There was still some left. So, just kind of do what works best for you. I do have a video that talks about all the ways to get into Fantasy Springs. I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but I have a video. You can go and watch that too. So you can learn how to get into Fantasy Springs. Here we go, into Fantasy Springs. I love that you can hear the birds chirping. When the evening comes, it turns into crickets. Nice attention to detail. So if you have a standby pass or Disney Premier Access to get into the area, you go to the left side and walk in. Scan your park tickets and there you go. Ooh, this is the crowdest I've seen it. Is this where everybody is? There's a lot of people there, but it moved very quickly. I was in that line for not even 5 minutes, so no worries there. Very efficient. As I mentioned, I have a standby pass for Peter Pan, so we're gonna do that before we grab apple tea soda. Let's see what the standby wait time is. 30 minutes. That's not bad at all. Let's go do it.
いつまでも子供のままでいてね。じゃあまた会おう。バイバイ。ありがとう。またね。
Peter Pan is such a wonderful attraction. I adore it. It was unexpected when I first rode it. I didn't know what to expect with this attraction. It's effectively Spider-Man, if you remember that attraction. It recently closed this year at Universal Studios Japan. It still exists in the US, but it's that ride system effectively. But with Peter Pan, such a great ride. And I waited like not even 30 minutes. It was pretty good. So this is another restaurant that has apple tea soda. Lookout Cookout, which is the Peter Pan restaurant, themed after the Lost Boys, of course. It is very cute inside. I don't have a mobile order for this. I have a mobile order for the Arendelle restaurant. But yes, they have apple tea soda here. The chicken fingers are pretty good too. I've been checking for standby passes and DPA for this, for Frozen, and there's nothing. Oh well. Maybe I'll keep checking. But my mobile order time is here for my apple tea soda. That's all I'm getting is apple tea soda. Here at the Royal Banquet of Arendelle. I always want to call it the Royal Banquet Hall. I keep getting confused because there's a Royal Banquet Hall in Hong Kong Disneyland. So we're gonna go inside and get my apple tea soda and get out of this bloody heat. I'm sitting outside just so I don't take up a full table inside because it's quite busy inside, but I found that it was really easy to get a mobile order for any of the restaurants here. Everything was open, because before when I first opened it was quite difficult to get mobile order, like especially for Frozen, it was gone like instantly. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore, which is quite nice. So that's why I have my mobile order here. I'm sitting outside, lighting is good. It balances my face. Gotta find your lighting. That's your pro tip for you today if you're filming or taking photos. Find the light and find your angle. Apple tea soda. I'm gonna wipe the condensation off with my appropriately branded towel. I bought this here. It came in a 2-pack. There's a Tokyo Disneyland version as well. And I thought it was appropriate. The appropriate towel for the appropriate park. And it was on sale. It was like 700 yen for the two. So I got it. I carry hand towels to wipe off my sweat, to dry my hands. Very common in Japan. For the restaurants in Fantasy Springs here, so the Royal Banquet Hall here, or the Arendelle Royal Banquet Hall, whatever. I'm just going to call it that, even though I just can't get it right. Royal Banquet of Arendelle. It says right here on the tray. And then Lookout Cookout and the Snuggly Duckling. You have to do mobile order to do them, to get inside. There's no option to do standby yet. They might change that in the future, but as of this recording, it's kind of like that. Or not kind of, it is like that. So gotta check the app and hopefully something pops up. But like I mentioned, it's been pretty easy to get a reservation for it. I guess think of mobile order as like getting a reservation. You just order ahead of time is all. I'm gonna finish this up here and I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of time here in Fantasy Springs, and I'm gonna head to another spot that has apple tea soda, and I'm gonna get lunch. I'm gonna get a full lunch. I've had the food in Fantasy Springs a few times, so I wanna have something a little different this time around. So I'm gonna finish this up and we're gonna go. As I was enjoying my apple tea soda, I was checking the app, as I tell people to do. I take my own advice sometimes, and a premiere access popped up for Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, so I get to come back later. I'm excited for that. I really enjoy this attraction. My only criticism is it's short. I wish there was one more scene. I think it would have been perfect. But anyway, we have one more place to go that has apple tea soda, and I'm also gonna get a full lunch as well. So we're gonna leave Fantasy Springs, and I get to come back in because I get another time to come back in with my Disney Premiere Access that I bought for Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. Well, this is a good clue, right? The Arabian coast. This is a gorgeous area. Carousel is so good. The double-decker, 2-story, whatever you want to call it. Carousel, it's great. It's better at night, in my opinion. But we are heading to the Casbah food court. I have not had curry from here in a hot minute. Oh, look, there's Abu. Abu's over there. How appropriate. So we're gonna head inside and pick up my mobile order. And there's 2 sides to this restaurant. The right side is the royal side, and the left side is like the peasant side. Ooh. It's nice and cool in Agrabah. You know exactly what this is. So, Casbah Food Court has apple tea soda and also delicious curry. So I got the chicken curry and also a piece of tandoori chicken because I'm actually quite hungry, and their tandoori chicken is quite good. Let's get a little piece of it. Cheers. And what I like about it, it's not overly spicy either, which is nice. I don't really want anything spicy today, to be quite honest. Has a little bit of heat to it, but it's considered, I think, mild. So you can, like, there's a slight speck of heat. But my favorite is dipping the naan bread in it. The curry, I give it a 4. I think it's, for what it is, I think it's good. It's a nice, simple meal, but it's delicious and it does the job. And the tandoori chicken, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. And as for apple tea soda, 5 out of 5. No, actually 6 out of 5. Tack on an extra 1. Or actually tack on an extra 2. 7. 7 out of 5. Now to kind of wrap things up here really quickly, all the locations you can find this at Tokyo DisneySea, my beloved apple tea soda, Zambini Brothers Ristorante, SS Columbia Dining Room, Horizon Bay Restaurant, the Yucatan Base Camp Grill, Tropic, Lookout Cookout, Royal Banquet of Arendelle, and the Casbah Food Court. As for Tokyo Disneyland, you can find it at a variety of places. I'm not heading there today, but I will rattle off where they are so you know where to look. So, Captain Hook's Galley, Pan Galactic Pizza Port, Huey, Dewey, and Louie's Good Time Cafe, Queen of Hearts Banquet Hall, the Troubadour Tavern, and the Royal Street Veranda. Now you know where to get my apple tea soda. Seriously, try it. Or not try it, because it's going to ruin you, honestly. You can't find it anywhere else. It's only in these parks. There is a apple soda that is from Muji that is pretty close to apple tea soda. It's only missing the tea component, but it has the apple and the soda component, and Muji's a store that is throughout Japan. I think there's a couple locations overseas as well. I don't know if they carry it overseas, but definitely in Japan they have it in their food section. It's in a tin, and there's English on it, so it's easy to find. So if you're outside of the parks and you kind of want to get some apple soda, that's a good place to look. I'm going to finish up here. I'm going to enjoy my curry before it gets cold. Then I'm going to head back into Fantasy Springs and ride Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. At least it's not raining this time. Last time it was raining, it was torrential downpour. Thank you so much for joining me today, Explorers. If you want to support the channel further, you know, just watching and commenting does show your support, and I'm so grateful. Seriously, I can't do this without you guys. But if you want to support the channel further, you can. We have a Patreon set up at tdrexplore.com/Patreon, and we have exclusive content on there. We have sneak peeks of upcoming products that we're working on, like guidebooks and stuff. We have ad-free versions of these videos, so you can watch them uninterrupted. And we also put out Q&A videos where I take questions from wonderful explorers on Patreon and answer them in videos to the best of my ability. So if you have a whole bunch of questions and stuff, that's a really good place to go, because people can send me the questions on Patreon, then I do a video, then everyone benefits from it. And they're a more casual video, you know, it's not edited. It's just me rambling for probably 30 minutes about stuff. And it's, you know, sometimes it's stuff that I'm not necessarily going to cover in the videos because there's a lot to explain and things of that nature. But we have a back catalog of them as well, so you can go and check it out at tdrexplore.com. All right, Explorers, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. You can watch the video up there. I'll put another one so you can watch it. Okay, bye.